Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video you are going to be met with some chaotic vibes, and I apologize for this beforehand, but honestly I gotta be honest, and being honest entails showing you every bit of my spiritual journey, and so far in the current phase I'm in, I am struggling just a little bit, and by a little bit I mean a lot of it. That's why I made this video. I wanted to share my challenges and I hope you guys gain something out of it. Okay, we just survived like a tsunami. Like these are mini tsunamis, guys. Like look, boom. Oh, that's not even the big one. The huge ones are like humongous. Like we just survived that. We also survived this crazy ass trek up those stairs, like all the way up. And I have adrenaline. My legs are like literally shaking a little bit. Anyways, sitting under a tree to get zen, and then we're gonna start a trek up. Yeah, wish us luck. Lord, please save me from myself because I am such a self-destructive individual. Scrolling is like the worst thing a human can do for themselves, and also you feel like shit after, which is why I'm coming to you in this video looking like complete shit. It's just like the worst. It's happening again. Oh my god, the downward spiraling. No, why does this happen so much? Like I'll have like a couple of days of being zen, and then all of a sudden on day 3, 4, my emotions are just all erratic and scattered. It's happening again. How do I not let this happen? I even woke up today and I tried meditating and it did nothing. Filming this because like I don't want you guys to only see the zen parts of my personality, because there's more than that. I would be a fake YouTuber if I would just came to you and only acting like a fairy half the time. Yes, when I act like a fairy, I literally feel like a fairy. It feels great. I'm in the rainforest, I'm singing songs, I'm dancing. But right now is also as equally important to film. Duality in life. The higher highs you feel, the lower lows you feel. Now I'm not trying to manifest this, right? Life can always be yay, woo. But yo, honestly, we're humans, we're living here, like we don't have everything under control, so ultimately sometimes some things happen that piss you off and you can't control it. I just want someone to like take my brain and just untangle all the tangles that are in my brain. Like I literally feel that, and I don't know if anyone else feels that way. I don't know if it's just a me thing. Do you sometimes just have so much charged energy in you, chaotic energy, that you feel it in your hands? And I literally sit there massaging my hands like a fucking weirdo. Like I hide myself massaging my hands in public because I just don't want someone to think I'm just sitting there having a panic attack, but I literally am having a panic attack. My camera's about to die. God's probably like, girl, don't say anything else. You're gonna embarrass yourself in front of a bunch of people on the internet that don't even know you. So just shut up. Whenever I come to the beach and I'm around water and just outside in nature, I find myself sink into the present moment, and that's exactly the type of vibes I'm trying to give out in this world, and I'm just gonna fake it till I make it. And so I try my best to just not go on my phone when I'm outside and just, you know, be in the present moment and just kind of admire the nature around me. I just left to go snorkeling. I was awake and I was going to go snorkeling. I have been awake since 2 a.m. and I just haven't been able to sleep. I met this lady at the restaurant yesterday. Bro, her story was so beautiful. It felt like I was meant to meet her. Like she was literally talking about her spiritual journey and all that stuff. And she had just opened up this restaurant in Bali, and she was talking about how like she just had such a crazy download in her head like a few years ago to like come to Bali. And I think after talking to her, I was very energetically charged for a while, and then started noticing that like my fingers get stiff. Okay, so my camera died, so I went and I showered, and now I'm ready to like come back and explain what the hell I was talking about. Like met this lady. It was insane because she was literally speaking my language, and I'm like, your life right now is so magical, and she's literally using the same terminology I use, very like spiritual in that way. And she's also a business owner, so I was like, this is exactly what I want to do in my life. Like I want to be very like open with my spiritual side, but also at the same time work. You know what I mean? Like I have the ability to do both, so I'm like trying to find that gray area, and it was like meeting this lady. It was such a cherry on top. It was amazing. And you know what the cool part is? It's not even like Adbud and I are going out of our way to try to talk to people. From movies and from books, people are always like, you have to put yourself out there. You know what we found though when we put ourselves out there is we end up meeting like party people. Like, how else do you put yourself out there? You obviously go to a bar, or you go, you know, talk to random people who are out at dinner. That's not even a good time to catch people. People are probably like like drinking and they're like kind of drunk, or it's such a weird world. Let's just take a moment to acknowledge how weird this world is and how hard it is now to just make genuine connections. So when I did yesterday, and throughout this whole trip, honestly, we've been meeting people without even trying to, and it's almost like we're just affirming that we're gonna meet these cool people, and then like vice versa, and then like it happens that way. Tip for you guys when you travel, just let the blessings come to you. Don't try too hard to like talk to people all the time. Like only do it if it feels good, you know what I mean? But if you do it all the time, you're gonna end up just talking to the same people that are the party people that are out there getting lit. For those of you who hate on Nescafe, why? It's so good. If I had the option of choosing fancy espresso machine with like their fancy ass like beans and all that shit, I would probably still choose an Nescafe. Yeah, maybe this is because I'm just used to it. Whatever.
Guys, I've been like on the craziest, like next level of laziness that I've never experienced. I'm literally in Bali. Today is kind of gonna be one of those days, and I'm allowed to because Adbut's gone all day to get his tattoos. It's gonna be for 3 days straight. So essentially what I'm saying is I'm gonna be all alone for 3 days straight, and I have every minute of the day to myself to see what the hell I want to do. So I don't know what to do. So I can do anything I want. I hope my camera doesn't fall the way I set it up. Let's see what I'm gonna wear today. We're gonna go so basic. Ta-da! It's magic! Yeah! Excusez-moi if my voice is a little bit raspy. Every minute of every single day I have been with this man. You know, traveling together, and it's a dream. Oh my god, love being with your loved one. Of course I get it, but at the same time, there's a limit. Every minute of every day for months and months and months kind of gets to the point where you're like, who am I again? You guys become one operating unit and you get so dependent on each other, which is exactly my situation, which is why I believe that today is going to be so great because, you know, it's going to be like, I get to do exactly what I want. The crazy part is I'm getting, not anxiety, but I'm kind of like, oh, I wish you were just here. Because Adbut's a planner and he does everything. He plans where we're going. If I say I want sushi, he'll find the sushi restaurant with the good ratings, with the exact sushi that I want, and we'll go. I'm saying this to say that it's not good for me. It is good for me, but it's not, because now I have become this very dependent person. There's a part of me that's a little bit like, girl, I'm planning on going to this restaurant and it's like a 10-minute walk. It's like a cute breakfast place. And I was just like, how am I gonna get back? Worst comes to worst, like if I'm lost, will I understand stuff? He downloaded Grab on my phone today just in case. To my defense, he also likes to do things a certain way. He literally thinks I'm slowing him down if I were to do something, so he prefers to do things alone anyway. And he likes that. I like that because I get to go with the flow. Type A personality, type B. The problem with this, ladies and gentlemen, is you have to still be aware that you need to also do the other one, especially me. Oh, this looks so bad. Why did I? Maybe I can like save this. I've been trying to experiment with my makeup. Anyways, I've been trying to experiment a lot with my makeup. Like what the? But anyways, being a type B person is great. You need to be more aware of things, and I am more aware of things like materialistic world, like how to do random shit, you know, taking care of yourself, getting shit done. It's just that I hate doing stuff like that. And I know I have a husband who can do that stuff for me, but there's a part in my... Oh shit. Okay, that was cleaning. I need to like get the fuck out of here. Today I have to edit my video, but I also need to get some food in me. Number one, go to this restaurant and get some food. Chill there. Oh, this is gonna be so weird. I haven't taken myself out on a date in such a long time. Even if me and Adbut are sitting there and we're quiet, it's just like you're still there with someone. People say like when they're on a date by themselves, like they really enjoy it. They don't have to like banter with anyone. But it's like, are you not just a little bit uncomfortable? Get through the uncomfort and then apparently it's gonna be great from there. I don't know, this is what people say. Okay, but a part of me is very excited to also be a little bit alone. Like I'm a little bit excited. I used to be alone very often.
Okay, so at first I was feeling a little bit awkward, but then I realized nobody actually cares about me. Like everyone else is just involved in their own world as it should be, and so I should be as well.
Back in the room. This was literally my fit. I thought it would give off masculine so people wouldn't come up to me. I was having my brekkie and then Adbut calls me and he's like, yo, this tattoo place, they want the cash pronto. And I'm like, oh, obviously I have to be the one to take out the cash and also get my ass half an hour across the fucking place in traffic to give the cash. I called the bank. You know, this is a situation. I know you guys will let me withdraw a certain amount. They're like, oh yeah, no worries. You can only do it like up to 1,500. I was like, whatever. Went to the bank. Bank is closed because it's a public holiday. Called again. I was like, homie, we're not gonna be able to do this. Then he talked to the people at the tattoo place. They said there's an ATM that doesn't charge you a transaction fee. Go there and just keep withdrawing 200 at a time, like 20 times. And then they also said, you know what? You can have the money by the end of the day today. And I was like, okay. So now I have until 10 p.m. But breakfast was really good. That was great. I need to also go get water because I'm adulting out here. I'm all independent and all that shit. Oh, and my phone was about to die the whole time. So I was like, if my phone dies, will I know how to get back? Do I remember which way I came? Because I really heavily rely on Google Maps. Adulting 101 with the passenger princess.
Oh, back to the water we go. I feel like this video is kind of developing the theme of escaping to the water whenever I feel a little bit of anxiety.
Currently, it's really hot. I should have gotten my glasses. Maybe I won't wear my hat, fuck it. I'm going to edit right now. And I really don't want to, but I know that once I start, I'll get into the flow of it. Guys, I edited for like an hour-ish, which I think is pretty good. My laptop battery's dying, which I am taking as Divine's way of telling me to go for a swim. Stacks on stacks on stacks, homie. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Why do I feel like I'm like in the episode of Narcos? This because I miss Japan.
Okay, so today was the second day I was being an introvert and taking myself on a date, and it was much easier and much more organic, and I actually enjoyed my time more than I did yesterday. Hear the waves right now? Oh, so nice. I have decided that my soul belongs near the water, okay? I have talked to my hubby about this, and I'ma move my ass to the ocean, and he is coming with me no matter where I go, so that's the plan.
I'm so happy I brought this umbrella.
I'm having a lot of clairvoyance. Essentially, I just feel very connected to my intuition. Oh yeah. There's like literally no one else here. An introvert's dream? What? Like, I've been having issues with my scarcity mindset. I, for some reason, have a hard time spending on myself. And I know you guys are probably like, the fuck is she talking about, bro? She's literally on this trip. Like, I hate to break it to you, but this entire trip was actually Adbut's dream trip. And I love Adbut. So I'm here, but I'm noticing that I really have an issue spending on things that I like. And I have such a scarcity mindset. Like, I'm always like looking at the price of things. It's not necessarily a bad thing to be aware of like how much you're spending, but there's a limit, and I don't know, I don't have that limit. I guess I applied to a lot of jobs today in the morning. By a lot, I pretty much just mean like 5-6, but the applications take a while, and each one was like asking you to answer all these questions, have a write-up. After I get a job, I'm not gonna be stressing about money so much. I also think this scarcity mindset has a lot to do with the fact that, you know, I'm just sad that my nana is not here with me, and he was a very fatherly figure to me in my life, and I always felt very protected in every way around him. Like, I need to shift my mindset to understand that like I can independently be self-reliant in every way, shape, or form. I don't need to always talk to other people about my life decisions. Maybe this is like the transition that happens with everyone when they're... Is that... Holy fuck. I literally saw this thing floating and I'm like, is that a dead body? Oh my god, guys, I have a very high frequency in my left ear. Anyways, I think this is the transition that happens anyway. When you're turning into an adult, you're trying to understand like how to be a fucking adult, you know? It's kind of hard. I'm also a wife, so there's like a lot of changes, like not only from young adult to a real blown adult, but also like single person to a wife, and also a new family dynamic, and also a new house, and there's so many things. I journaled in the morning, felt a little better. I had an introverted date with myself, as you saw, and now I'm at the beach, so I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna honestly meditate and just thank God for everything instead of always asking. Not much to update you guys on. I went to 7-Eleven and I bought a bag of chips while binge watching stuff on the computer. I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel very disappointed in myself. So I have this like really weird thing that happens in my brain. I will get like ultra focused and I'll suddenly have all this energy and I'll like do something. Like that happened to me today earlier when I spent like 2 hours applying for jobs. I was like fully focused. But then after that, after I fall off that, it's like hours of energy depletion. That's when I'm like really low. So now I'm curious. I'm wondering like, okay, do I need to actually take myself out of this flow state that I'm in right now so deep and then like give myself a break? But to me, that seems like like I'm breaking my flow state. I'm literally breaking my flow state. Isn't that a bad thing? Like, I don't want this to happen. Like this is like a mess. Oh my god. When is the full moon? If you guys saw my last video, no, I'm getting more into this shit. Hold on. Tomorrow! Wow, you know what? I can give myself a break. It's okay. It's just the full moon. And also my period is probably coming up soon. This makes sense.
Guys, my brain's like the tiniest bit crazy. You know, just a little bit crazy because BAM! Tattoo. BAM! Tattoo. I know I said that I have a little bit of a tattoo obsession. I think it's more than just a little bit. I can't handle my emotions when I start thinking about my grandpa. I just want to get tatted. It's like a pain that just doesn't let you think about anything else. Maybe I'm genuinely making this up and there's really just no reason why I want so many tattoos all of a sudden. I don't know, guys, I'm also on the same floating rock as you. I FaceTime my mom because I was talking to her and she's like, girl, what are you gonna say if you're like trying to become like a corporate director? And I'm like, ugh. Second of all, yeah, I know I have to cover up my tattoos a little bit and I know how to. Here's a little tip for those of you that are spiritual and full of life and just wanting to live your life, but you live in a world that has a lot of social constructs that may not resonate with you. Well, you're going to just tell people what they want. For example, someone comes up to you and they're like, oh, you know, you have a lot of tattoos. You might want to like cover up like just a little bit. Your response should be, okay, yeah. Listen, I know this goes against what everyone's saying. Who you're actually hurting when you respond and you try to be like, no, it's my body, blah, blah, blah. You're hurting yourself. You're making your life harder. Now, if I were to just be like, yeah, sure, and I actually don't even care, now that person's gonna get off your back and you can continue living your life. They wanna play games, you play their game, and you play it better. It's hot. I turned the AC on and the AC is not on. When we were in Vietnam, I met this lady, this older lady, got to talking, and she pretty much asked me and Ad about when are our birthdays and what year we were born in, and then she was like, oh, it's the year of the dragon. This really like resonated a lot with her and she was really like in awe looking at us because she was like, wow. And to add, but mostly she was just like, you're gonna do great things. Bless that lady's soul, honestly, how cute. Ever since then, I've been seeing dragons everywhere, so you know that means that I'm going to get the dragon permanently tattooed to my body. Wow, I like what my hair's doing right now. It's giving me mermaid. Should I get a mermaid tattooed next? Definitely should. I'm like sitting here trying to meditate and I just remembered something so embarrassing. Thoughts. When I was working at this company, there was like this Snapchat group chat that all the new hires created during COVID. So like it was a good way to like get to talk to each other, whatever. Like no one was really that close. It was just more like for planning. I had a group chat with like my best friends at the time and we would send each other like voice updates about like what we're thinking, what's going on, any updates. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I made like a long ass video. I was supposed to send it to my friend. I ended up sending it on that chat and I didn't say anything bad in the video. It was just like, I don't even remember, but I was just being me and I'm a very like animated person and dramatic and like all over the place, whereas my corporate person is very like, you know how some people just don't even respond? Like they get secondhand embarrassment, so they just want to save you from the embarrassment, so they just don't say anything. And then there were some people that were like, LOL, oh my God, did you mean to send it? No, I didn't mean to send this to you guys. The topic was completely... Have you ever seen me? I was just like, oh my God, guys, ignore this. I'm sorry. Some people replayed it because they wanted to know what the hell I was saying as if they know what the hell. On a side note, my tattoo's kind of hurting. I don't know why it's hurting. This is a little bit hurting. Okay, bye.